Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Frothy. How are you, Glenn?
Good, Jeffy. We're back again, mate.
We're off the ship, mate.
Off the ship. We're on firm territory now, mate. We've got a little bit of ground underneath our feet, and
back in the Frothy bar.
we're back in the bar and back looking for another big year in the world of sports, mate.
My word, it's all going around, isn't it, buddy? Going around.
We had getting straight into it, mate. We had a little bit of a game of our barefoot bowls for our second week back. What can you tell us about that, mate?
Well, we played a team of guys last night called the Young Ones. Howdy, guys, because they said they're going to jump on board. Now, I believe they're from the Lindisfarne football.
Super. Well, I think most of them are all, with the Super Rules and the Big Bear, Paul Sheen.
Yep.
He's one of my mates there that was playing last night, which I didn't know. I didn't know before we played him, but I actually rove to Bear in the Super Rules, actually. So he's a big boy.
Coincidentally, I did have a few beers last night with him and suggested that maybe we come down the club one day and actually do the show from there.
We will, because even the young fella might even go over there yet.
Well, there you go.
So if he has a run, we'll go there and we'll get in there, mate.
Well, there you go.
Good luck, fellas.
Yes.
It was great. We enjoyed the game.
It was a good game.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Game. We were a bit fluky, but anyway, that's how it rolls.
I got to win.
Well, she was fluky anyway.
I wasn't involved well.
Thank you for all our regular viewers for jumping on board and watching. We're back from the cruise ship. For anyone who's new and you don't know anything about the show, my name's Jeff. This is Glenn. We do a YouTube show on sport.
We do.
Well, it's not very good, but we like doing it.
We try hard. Yeah, right.
So if you do like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button and
ring the bell.
Ring that bloody bell.
Yeah.
Now tonight, Glennie, we are going to continue with part 2 of the World Team 11, the World 11 cricket team from the cruise ship.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So that was picked from the cruise ship. We had no influence over the team.
It was just just people that we ran into. It was their choice.
So we've got some very interesting names coming up soon, and whether or not you agree with them, leave a comment below because we'd like to know.
Well, briefly, I mean, it doesn't matter how many sides we throw around and how many sides
we will.
You viewers, you just call in, give us your best. So if you want to interact with us, give us your best 11 of all time. So all time, that we're not talking Australia, we're talking the world.
Everyone.
In any, doesn't matter what era.
And we'll submit one next week.
You know about cricket, tell us who they are and why.
And just another thing, I've got some shirts and some stubby coolers on the way. So if anyone's interested in buying a shirt or stubby cooler, they'll be available soon. We'll let you know how to do that. And we're also going to do some competitions coming up. So if you want to win a shirt and stubby cooler, stick around because there's something coming up.
Exactly.
Now, we're going to go out with it. Guys who are new, out with it is anything that annoys you during the week. In sport, anything that's happened that gets under your goat. And one of those things has happened this week. And so this segment is called Out With It. Out with it! So Glenn, out with it this week, mate, is your mate, my mate, Jack Watts.
Jack Watts, silly boy. But anyway, his best mentor, which is Koshi, not very happy with him either, mate.
No.
Port Adelaide president. So what did he do?
Malcolm Blythe has actually said that he is the worst #1 pick ever in the game.
He's got it, isn't it?
Jack Watts has been filmed it was in America, wasn't it? Well, he was somewhere, but he's been filmed sniffing a white substance off
America, Germany.
Off-
no,
off-
I'll tell you, it was Oktoberfest.
October.
In Germany.
Yes, it was.
Is it Germany?
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah,
Austria,
Oktoberfest.
Germany.
Yeah. So he's been filmed doing it. Now, whatever you do in your spare time, guys, I don't care because it doesn't affect me. But why the hell are professional sports people doing this on camera?
Exactly. And so there was one of his mates. Someone must have just put it in.
It's mummy all over again.
Yeah.
It's mummy all over again.
It was. I don't think he was doing anything wrong as far as it wasn't a substance, but.
Well, it
With
may,
all
it
the
may
stuff,
not
but
have been,
it doesn't matter. The thing is, it's not a good look, and these guys get paid well.
Well, I just don't understand. I don't understand why you do something like that on camera, even if you don't know.
Go to an island. Go to Metzger Island or somewhere where there's no one.
Crazy,
Go and do it.
crazy. Jack Watts,
just
crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys,
Yeah.
that's out with it. If you've got something that's annoyed you and you want us to put it on the show, send it through to us at our email address, which we'll have at the end, and we'll see if we can put it up on the show for you. Out with it. Out with it! Mate, before we go any further, I just want to start with, let's go with our 6
Players that
player for the world team. And I think this one is for a young fella that we met on the ship called Andrew. And what we're going to do is we'll just throw these in, and yeah, so here's Andrew. G'day guys, we're back here again, Friday Frothy. We just ran into another person from Victoria. His name's Andrew. How are you, Andrew?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Very, very well. Had a few froths tonight. Mate, I've just noticed your attire and you're fully decked out in the Richmond gear, so you're obviously a Richmond supporter.
Yes, that I would be.
You would be. And mate, just before we get into our World 11, just want to quickly ask you, who do you think's going to win the flag this year?
Richmond?
Is that a silly question, or is that a silly question?
That's an easy question,
All right.
Richmond.
Got one more question for you before we go to the World 11. Who's your favourite AFL player ever?
Ooh,
on the spot here, on the spot. Royce Hart.
Would be Royce Hart,
Oh,
which was
look at me.
before my era, but
I'm putting words in your mouth here,
but
I'm sorry.
from when I was old enough, the old disco, Michael Roach.
Ooh, nice call, nice call. Now, mate, as I said to you, we're going around the cruise ship and we're getting a World 11 cricket team together, and it can be any cricket player from any era, anything. So, so far we've got Dennis Lilly, we've got Adam Gilchrist, we've got Shane Warne, and the Don. All right, so we need to add to our list. Anyone that you want to throw in there?
You'd have to put in Curtly Ambrose.
Curtly Ambrose from the West Indies, certainly have to agree with you there.
Yep, he run through the Australians quite a few times.
Yes. Dad, just quickly, mate, I don't want to take too much of your time, but you just given us a couple of stories of your old man played for Richmond.
Yes, he did.
Yes, and also some cricket stories you just told us about.
Yeah, he when the couple of West Indies players, Dennis Haynes and Desmond Haynes and Malcolm Marshall come over, and they should have been playing district cricket, but they ended up playing sub-district cricket, and my old man faced Malcolm Marshall down at Moorabbin.
Holy hell, that's something that I would never do.
Without a thigh pad.
No, not going there. That's bloody painful. All right, mate, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Get on the Friday Frothy.
No worries.
Thanks, buddy. Right, so there you go, mate. Curtly Ambrose, what do you reckon?
Great player.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's not for us to say. Look, as far as I know, in the ratings, he's in the top couple, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, and a great bowler, was ferocious.
Not a bad pick,
But unfortunately, like, they had so many great bowlers,
Didn't
so
they?
it's like flick the coin and.
When is that going to happen again? What do you got there, mate? You got something on boxing?
Look, I have. I've got a bit on boxing actually, so we're just going to throw into it. But most people may know, or do know, or don't know. But Paul Gallen, who's the Cronulla Sharks skipper,
Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy?
John Hopperwati, or Hopperwatu, or however you want to pronounce that. He was the bad boy mate of NRL.
Yes.
We can't really say, can we, on camera, what he did?
Smell my finger.
Well, he had a
Dirty Sanchez.
he had a thing with guys' backsides to upset them, and he used to poke where you're not meant to.
Did he do it to upset people, or did you just generally like it? I mean, seriously.
I think he was just an absolute idiot. But look, he's a lot older than Gallen. So, anyway, I wouldn't want to be bending over in the front pack with him behind me. But anyway, they've got this, because both of them, as you know, Gallen has been doing a fair bit of boxing.
Yes.
The other guy has been boxing for quite a while.
Yes.
And he's actually, I think, I don't know if I'm right, but I think he's around about 40 on now. So he's been around a bit.
Yeah.
But at any rate, so they had a weigh-in, and it's fair to say they don't like one another, Jim.
No, they don't.
And Gallen grabbed him by the throat at the weigh-in, and the bloke's taking a swing at him.
This is supposed to be a celebrity, a fundraising fight. So I didn't think it was going to be serious, but it is.
Is this fundraising?
Oh, I think so.
No, this is fair dinky.
Okay, no.
This is.
I thought it was on a card where they were actually doing charity stuff. So.
They may have charity, but this is their fair dinkum about their. But this is a fair dinkum fight.
All right, bring it on.
Because it's. Yeah, because it's anyway. It's the what I was going to say is that it's at the where?
Yes.
It's at the Horden Pavilion.
So
where's that, Sydney?
I think so.
I'm not sure. Anyone can tell us where that is. But Hopperwade weighs in at 112 kilos.
That's about what I weigh.
His record's 12.5, but he's had 11 knockouts out of that 12.
Okay.
And Gallen's 101.5 kilos.
That's about what you weigh.
Yeah, give and take. And he's got an 8-0 record, but according to Hopperwade, he hasn't had to come up against anyone. Now the pair have put 50,000 on this each.
What?
To say that they're going to beat one another.
Oh really?
Yeah, of their own it's going to come out of the
Their
purse.
own dingle. We might go halfway on
Well,
that.
yeah, but Gallen said they hate one another. Gallen said, "I will retire if I don't knock him out."
Well, do it.
Oh, well, or at least beat him.
Do it.
So, anyway, that's pretty much that with boxing. mate.
No. Mundine was on
Yes, he
Sunrise
was.
this morning.
And he's not retired.
No, he's not retired. He wants his challenge, and Jeff Horn again. Jeff, do not accept that challenge.
He can't.
We wouldn't.
He's
want
not going. He'd be going backwards.
Yeah, of course.
He'll go back in boxing.
But Koshy's pulled no punches. He's turned, mate. You are the John Farnham of boxing.
He did.
He did. So he didn't pull any
Well,
punches.
the whole thing is, Jeff, isn't it? If he's got to actually beat 2 or 3 other boxers now to even look.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Gone. Now listen, I know you got something else there, but
No.
let's go to number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7 is another Victorian that we met, Paul. I think Paul and Andrew were friends. Well, I don't think, I do know, and they both work at the MCG, so good friends to know, boys.
Yeah, if you are watching, fellas, I hope everything's going good back at work and that sort of thing.
I'm sure you are. I'm
Great bunch of blokes. All the guys on the ship and the women, everyone we met on board were terrific.
Darren and Jeff, all the guys that are on here on the TV.
Yeah, and they all give their opinions, and they were pretty good. And Glenny Smith, you're on there.
Glenny,
he was good.
Played Famous Faces with me. Good on you, mate. All right, let's go to Paul and see what he's got to say. All right, guys, Jeff from the Friday Frothy. I'm Glenn behind me. Glenny, we've just met another person here on the boat. Hello, Glenny.
There you go, mate.
Just met another person on the boat from Victoria, Paul.
There we go.
Whereabouts from Victoria, mate?
Western suburbs, sunshine.
Sunshine. Mate, once again, I'm very proud of the people on this boat, mate, because everyone's sort of decked out in their gear. You've got your Bulldogs top on, your Bulldogs lanyard. Very, very happy with that, seeing I'm just got my North Melbourne lanyard, and that's about it. But anyway, obviously I don't need to ask you who you barrack for in the football because you're a Bulldogs supporter. I am asking, who do you think's going to win the premiership in 2019?
That is a great question. And I would probably lean towards... I'd give Richmond another shot.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. You're right. I think Richmond will come good. Two power forwards down there now. As long as they can play together, all right.
I think they had their hangover, and it's time to come again.
Yeah, got a bit cocky last year, and or was he last year? Year before? Year before. So yeah, I agree, mate. I reckon you're right. Mate, as I discussed, we're doing a World 11 on the boat. Nothing to do with us. It's just completely cruise people that we're picking out, and they're giving us their favourite player who they think is good enough to be in the World 11. You got anyone sticking out?
We've spoken about it. I will tell you, it will be Dean Jones. But unfortunately, there's guys that I can't tell you about. Desmond Haynes, Gordon Greenwich. They're blokes that I always admired as a young boy.
Yep. Still room for them. There's still room for them.
Yep. Let's hope somebody else picks them.
Well, look, in all honesty, I said to the boys before, I said, we've still got Brian Lara, we've got Sachin Tendulkar, we've got Ricky Ponting, we've got so many players to choose from. But
as a young boy, though.
Yeah, I'm with you.
As a young boy, when the Windies were out here, they're the blokes he likes.
Here's a little tip. Paul actually named his son Dean after Dean Jones.
Any bloke that can spew up after making 200 runs,
I'm with you.
He's doing all right.
I'm with you. That's where I got my passion for Dean Jones as well. Amazing innings, and to throw up on the wicket and then to continue
and
on.
Funnily enough, a very, very nice bloke.
Yeah, you've met him?
Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff. All right, guys, there you go. Dean Jones added to the list of the World 11 on the Pacific Jewel cruise ship.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, buddy. Well, there you go, Paul. Paul and Glenn.
Okay.
Glenn and Paul and Jeff. Dean Jones.
Dean Jones.
I'm a big fan. I'm a fan of Dean Jones.
I'm a massive fan of his. He probably, it'd be fair to say that anyone knows anything about Dean Jones, he was a brilliant cricketer. Could have done anything, but of course somehow fell out of favour with the Australian cricket board because he used to say too much.
He did, and I've got a story about this.
So that's probably, so if you're thinking about, I think at one stage probably was one of the best in the world, but He was, World Series was around and all that. He went coming out of that, and he sort of came in then.
Yeah, spoke his mind.
Spoke his mind, and seems like you get into trouble, mate, if you do that.
Now, just on a bit of a segue from that, last week you would have seen a bit of a feature that we had on Ken Piesse.
Kenny Piesse.
Kenny Piesse,
Hello, Ken.
who was on the
Fantastic
ship
man.
as a guest speaker.
Yes.
He is the most, has the
Very
most
articulated.
credentials
Yeah.
in writing sports books, especially football and cricket.
Yep.
I've been in contact with Ken, and he's actually said he's going to come on the show
Fantastic.
over the phone for an interview. So
That's a massive coup for us.
so you guys are going to get to hear some of the stuff that we heard on the ship with his 6
Yeah, I can do that.
shows that he did, which were just fantastic. And I didn't bring my book up to show you, but I'll
We've
put
got
a
a couple
picture
of
up
books.
on
We
it.
both bought books. didn't
He'll probably talk about Cec Pepper, which is his latest book that he's just released.
Greatest bloke, wasn't he, ever to not play Test cricket?
Yeah, the story of Cec Pepper, Cec Pepper, the best cricketer never to play for Australia. Cec Pepper was a sporting genius of Warts. He lived in a menage a trois, which I love.
yeah.
Love that word, menage a trois.
Actually-
He played with gods like Keith Miller, Gary Sobers, and Don Bradman. He could have had the same success as Bradman, but
Went to war, didn't he?
well, he spoke his mind to Bradman. Bradman didn't like
Didn't
him.
like it. So you always learn something, don't
Never
you?
got
We've
fit.
learned a
Just
lot.
what you said about Dean Jones.
Yeah, he just said too much. And did too much.
Have a listen to this.
He liked the women a fair bit, didn't he?
This is a report from one of his games. 165-yard hit. That's 100. That's 150 meters.
And that's with a bat like a twig,
Yeah.
not like a bat
I-
like that
I
and that
know.
thick. So that's what amazed me with the Ken Piesse when he mentioned it.
meters,
Yeah.
which is absolutely extraordinary. They reckon Pep would arrive at the game and say, "It's a great day for a 6, boys." That was his saying when he came to the game. So Cec Pepper, his book's out now. If you've got a sporting book at home, whether it's football or cricket, have a look at the author of the book, because I can tell you right now, it's probably Ken Piesse.
Yeah, I'd say so.
75 plus books. So yeah, Cec Pepper. I'll put a picture up of the book, and you can have a look at that.
Him and Keith Miller, they were the best two.
Yeah.
They were the bad boys, I suppose, of Australian cricket, and they were actually long-term and long-time friends.
Just while on that Ken's website, if you're interested in looking at any of his books, and I'd say definitely do it, because they're
It's a great
fantastic.
read. Great read. I haven't finished it all yet.
Cricketbooks.com.au.
Yeah.
So that's where you'll get keys.
So Kenny, please definitely do that. Do yourself a favour, as they say. Get out and buy it.
All right. So
Okay.
we're going to go to Glenn. Yeah, Glenn number 2.
That's not me.
Now, just 5 minutes quickly, just with Glenn, he issued a challenge to us on the ship. A frothy challenge issued by someone else that we didn't even know. And he's asked us to see who could go in the swimming pool and hold our breath the longest. So give us a minute. We're going to go to that after the break. But let's go to Glenn, get his person who he's picked for the World 11. Hey, Glenny, here again, mate.
There you go, mate.
Jeffrey, how are you, mate?
We're here with Glenn and Glenn and Glenn and Glenn
Glenn.
and Jeff. Mate, we've already talked to you about your Richmond Tigers, but we've caught up again and have a couple of froths. And the World 11, mate. You're going to throw in
Ian Chappell's going to be
Ian
there.
Chappell.
Ian Chappell. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, very good pick, mate. Ian Chappell.
Good pick.
Well, he was good enough to captain Australia, and that was when Greg, his brother, was at the top of the tree. So
Righto.
Ian Chappell, yeah, good choice, and
Good
a
choice,
great
mate.
slip spillsman, mate.
But he apparently doesn't swear, is that right?
No, he swears a lot. I
I
think,
don't
and apparently, and Ian Botham and him do not get on.
No.
all.
Well, there you go, guys.
A little bit of a barney in a
There's
pub.
another one for the World 11. Right, there you go. There's another member for the World 11. We'll come back with some more soon. Oh, Glenn.
Oh,
to
there you
Glenn.
go, interesting.
Ian Chappell.
Great player. No, captain Australia. He was the oldest Chappell.
What do you rate Ian and Greg?
High.
Well,
Very
but
high.
I mean, who do
as
you
far
rate
as
as better?
Australian,
Greg or Ian? Oh, not
he
Trevor,
was
not
well.
Trevor.
Greg Chappell was the elegant batsman. He looked good.
Yep.
The other guy was pugnacious, a little bit like a Waugh, Steve Waugh. A little bit like a Steve Waugh, and he'd just go out and get the job done.
Yeah.
So he was he used to be able to hook and pull, gutsy cricketer, both of them were absolutely fantastic slip spilsmen. Both
Oh,
of
for
them.
sure, for sure.
And I think, I don't know if I got it right, but I think they could move between gully and slips, but both of them were experts in that position.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say which is better because they were a little bit different, but
Yeah.
both captained Australia.
Yes,
And
yes.
both were hugely successful, and was a reason why Australian cricket was so damn good. So
Exactly.
great pick. So that's
Thank you, Glenn.
That's Glenny's pick.
Yep, thanks, mate.
A bit like me, that Glenn he's a bit scary, actually, too much.
Hey, yeah, he's a good bloke.
Very good bloke.
He is a good bloke.
Lots of VB.
We're going to go for a quick break. That's 8 now, 8 players in the team.
Yeah, done well.
I'll do up a list at the end of the show, so we have them all at the 11. When we come back from the break, the Frothy Challenge on the cruise ship.
The Frothy Challenge. Look forward to that.
See you soon.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Friday Frothy here with Glenny.
Jeff, how you going, mate?
This ice cream's good. Went and had a shower, came up. Me truck good. I suppose I better get back and see what the how the old competition's going between the Frothy boys and the pool. These guys are just way too serious. I don't know about all these challenges. They're all getting a bit.
He's not dead after all.
So there you go, Glenn. What do you think about the Frothy Challenge in the swimming pool on the ship, mate?
Well,
Glenn put it out there to see who could stay under the water the longest, and
well, it was
nil or draw, wasn't it? Really,
nil or draw.
we all died.
Extraordinary. We're here somehow.
They brought us back.
Trouble
so-
is, we had to get the girls in. We needed to pull us out of the pool because there was
we had to use the big hook.
the big hooks.
We were-
'Cause there was no lifeguards.
We were in there for about 20 minutes under the water until you guys pulled us out. I was a bit disappointed. No, I was disappointed because I still had breath
I
left
actually
in me.
started thinking I was getting gills on the side there. One stage I was growing gills.
Now, Al's just said to me that I may have said for Glenn's player that I may have said 11. It was 8. If I said 11, I apologise.
Well,
because
we're
that
not
was
sure
8.
now. We're getting carried away.
Because-
I think
I don't know, the heat might be getting to
Well, it
me.
is. It's
Yeah.
very hot, isn't it?
it is warm.
Very
It's
hot.
balmy down here. You can see my face here. We've got on the trip 30 odd degrees over there every day, and I come back to balmy Tasmania and I get burnt in 5 seconds on a building site. So that just shows you what it's like down here. If I look like a raccoon, you're probably right.
He is a raccoon. While we're on, let's keep going. Number 9, Dilson. Dilson is the guy on our ship who looked after our room.
Oh,
Our
Dilson,
room
okay.
steward, and he was pretty good. Where's Dilson, Indian?
I couldn't say.
I think it was Indian. Sorry, Dilson, if you're watching, but I've forgotten. It was like a fortnight ago, so
that's
everything's a blur.
Good pick there.
All right, let's go to Dilson. G'day guys, Jeff again, Friday Frothy. I'm here with Dilson. He's our room attendant. Hey Dilson, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Just quickly so we don't get in trouble. You're going to add someone to our World 11.
Yeah.
Who's it going to be?
Jack Callis.
Jack Callis, because we are looking for an all-rounder. So
Yeah.
Jack Callis in our World 11. Beautiful work, mate. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
We'll let you know how it goes. Thanks, buddy.
Nice, thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thanks, Dilson.
Cheers.
Well, Glenny.
Wow.
Hey, what do you think about that one?
I reckon he's a star.
It's a must.
Must.
It's a must.
Absolutely.
Him and Gilchrist in the team.
Some of the
Absolute
greatest
must.
all-rounders of all time, and look, again, what would I know, but the record speaks for itself. And you can only have figures.
Right.
That's all you can do, put the figures in front. And he's got all of them. Bat, bowl.
He's the best all-rounder ever. Unfortunately,
Well-
because I'm a big fan of both him and Hadley.
Well, so am I, and there's a lot of them.
But he beats it. So that'll be interesting for you and I when we do our team. Because
Yeah.
who are we going to have? We're going to have
Oh,
Hadley,
no.
we're going to have both, and
Well, we're probably
going to
gonna have 10 of
those.
That's just all-rounders. So.
Dear me. Now listen, while we're on cricket, let's just quickly go through the Australian one-day international squad. Glenn, Aaron Finch back as captain.
Yeah, good only in that form. Though. I don't think he's a Test cricketer.
Usman Khawaja,
Yeah, hit run.
Sean Marsh,
Yeah, they keep going.
Peter Hanscom, Glenn Maxwell, Ashton Turner,
Yeah.
Marcus Stoinis,
Yeah.
at least he's got in, Alex Carey,
So he's a wicket keeper.
yeah, Pat Cummins,
Yes.
Nathan Coulton-Nile,
Lucky.
Jai Richardson, you think so? Yeah.
Good.
Kane Richardson.
Great.
Jason Berendorf.
Yep.
Nathan Lyon.
Yep.
Adam Zampa.
Yep.
Darcy Short.
Well, hello.
But hang on,
He should be.
he's only covering for Marsh.
Which match?
Mitchell. Because
You're joking.
Mitchell's not well or something, so he's covering for him.
Well,
so
they cover for him, he should be at any rate.
I don't know about that. No about that.
At any rate, that's their side, so they picked it, so well done with that.
I just got to throw this in just very quickly. Obviously, guys, Super Bowl, what a very boring game. Boring,
Super Bowl?
boring. Yeah, the Patriots defeated the Rams 13-3, the lowest score ever. But I just had to throw in that Tom Brady, the quarterback,
the great quarterback.
That's his sixth championship,
yeah,
and undeniably the best quarterback of all time now. To win six
He's brilliant, mate.
Super Bowls, congratulations. But yeah, what a boring game. You good?
Yeah.
You're ticking 45 minutes, so you might want to.
Jesus.
Oh, I better get into this
It's
thing.
going to go
will
an
we?
hour long.
I've got other stuff to put in too.
I know.
Right. Well, is it still going?
Yeah.
We're still going?
Yeah, let's go. Kick 'em.
Well,
I can edit.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to just go straight into this. We haven't had horse racing, and we've been away and everything else. A lot, as you would know, the breaking news. I suppose it's not breaking news now. Darren Weir gone 4 years.
He's gone fishing with his jiggers.
He's gone to look for electric eels out in the water. He was using them on his horses. Anyway,
You idiot!
I was a big fan of,
Now, hey, listen,
of his.
for
But,
people who don't know, and I hope this is true because you told me,
yeah,
you reckon Michelle Payne's horse was a Darren Weir horse, right?
it was.
Who won the Melbourne
Yeah,
Cup
but-
at big odds.
Yeah, it was paying big money. So what the jiggers do is when they actually hit the horse with it almost tricks them into getting that extra. It's like a mine thing. It gets an extra bit of.
Well, they reckon it's like a taser.
It is, yeah, but it tricks them into they use it
Cruel
to
bastard.
get them to go at a certain time, and it sort of mimics the race. You know what I mean? When they trial them.
Yep.
So they were found in his bedroom. So he was guilty. He didn't shy
He's
from
using
it.
them on his wife.
What do you have jiggers in your bedroom?
To get him to go the
He
extra mile.
might have used it. Well, he could have been using. He could have been using himself to get up of a morning. He get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Bloody hell.
But at any rate, going on with that. Look, he's got the 4-year ban. Surin Ma, he's the guy that with a bit of the dingle. Him and his mate David Eustace, they're the co-owners. They have taken over or bought the Ballarat Forest Lodge from Darren Weir. So because he's got all these horses, he's the most successful trainer, Darren Weir. So obviously they've got to do something with the horses and that. So he sold. They've bought it. They've bought the Ballarat. But they have expansive training operations at the Caulfield at the Caulfield track, and obviously they do beach training with these horses, and they've got a place at Balnaring and dressage and arena work that they do at Pakenham, which is a pre-training farm. And the co-owners have also opened up satellite stable in Sydney and are also considering purchasing Weir's Warren Bull stables. They have 231 horses, these guys at work, and they've just got another 15 former Darren Weir's trained gallopers. A couple of the Weir's horses have been transferred to other trainers. We've got Brave Smash, Land of Plenty, 50 Stars and Whispering Brook. They're all in Saturday's CF4 Stakes 1400 at Caulfield. So, I'll go on to say a little bit about who my picks are in a minute.
Before you do that, there's a froth. There's a froth.
Geez, we're back into it already.
We are. Before we go to your picks, I know this is a long show, guys. I'm really sorry, but we're trying to pack a lot of things into this one show. And next week we get back on track live next week again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Live.
Number 10 in our team, or your team, the cruise ship team. Just want to say a special thank you to our new bottle opener there. Is that in the camera shot there?
It is.
You can see it. That was given to us by the next person. and we call him the Don.
The Don, after the great Bradman.
The great Bradman.
Hey, mate.
Great.
Great.
Suggest that if anyone else would like to send.
Yeah, if anyone wants to send anything,
we'll put it up on the Frothy bar.
Yeah, we're always up for freebies.
You know, I mean, if it doesn't matter who you follow.
Yeah.
Football or cricket or any memorabilia, we'll put it up.
Yeah, we don't.
It's got your name on it. We'll put it up.
The Friday Frothy at gmail.com. .au?
.com.
Just .com.
.com.
Just .com. So anything you want to send through, send it through.
Well done, Craig.
We can't send it through on email. But
No. If you want to talk to us, you can email us.
And why?
So the Don, we call him Don Bradman because he looks a bit like the Don, doesn't he?
Well,
He plays a bit like the Don.
Every second sentence is
But his
Don.
name is Craig. He's an absolute champion.
And his
fella.
wonderful wife, Liz.
Yeah, and we met these people on a cruise a couple of cruises ago.
You've been on a few with them and not been on one.
Fantastic people. So Don, the Don,
And Liz.
Craig, what is your pick?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. The Friday Frothy. We're off the cruise and we are now in Lygon Street having some dinner with an ex-cruiser. So it's sort of still cruisy, isn't it, Glenn?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Still cruisy. This is the Don. Don, how are you?
The Don's great. How do you
The Don is good. His name's really Craig, but he's Don Bradman. And he's already in the World 11, so you can't pick yourself.
I should be able to pick myself, shouldn't I?
Have a look at us. The Frothies are all having champagnes. Hey?
There you go. That's what happens when you come off cruises.
What's going on there? So, the Don. The Don's already been picked.
Sir Vivian Richards.
So Vivian Richards, there we go. Antiguan born. I think I got that right. One of the greatest players ever played.
There you go.
That's a great pick.
Craig actually picked Jack Callis, his first pick, but he's already in, so he's had to change it to Viv Richards.
Richards.
Vivian Richards.
Vivian Richards.
Sir Vivian Richards.
Sir Vivian
Smoking
Richards.
Joe. Smoking Joe.
So there you go, there you mate. Now you're on the Friday Frothy. You'll be happy about that.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You'll be world known now.
We got Smoking Joe and the Don with an average of
99.94.
There you go. 99. There you go.
Cap number 124. Oh, yes.
So that was enhanced, yeah,
Unbelievable. One of these days we'll even get you down to the Frothy bar and you can come down and be on the show. Alright?
Awesome. Cheers.
We've nearly got
How embarrassment.
We've nearly got a team.
Wow, Glenn, you can't get any better than that.
No.
Mr. Sir Vivian Richards. You can't have
Most exciting cricketer of all time. Had a swagger. Any great cricketer, it doesn't matter if they're Australian, English, doesn't matter what they say, that man is always in your side.
Yes.
Always. So he picks himself.
Yes.
So great pick. I don't know sometimes why he wasn't actually mentioned straight after the great Don Bradman. So Viv Richards, he picks himself and bit of a boxer in his day.
Yeah.
Smoking. He used to be a bit like Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe Fraser.
Yeah.
Hey, just quickly, I know I'm going again. Tennis. There's been a list of most important tennis female stars of all time, and I just had to throw this in because Anna Kournikova. Do you remember Anna Kournikova?
For the right reasons or the wrong reasons? Yeah.
Well, she's made the list. Anna Kournikova.
What? Really?
Most important figures.
Top 10 model.
Well,
Number one.
these are people who made it. 20th century champion Susan Lenglen, African American pioneer Althea Gibson, Billie Jean King, Chris Evert, Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, Monica Seles, Serena Williams, and Lena. But anyway,
Okay.
she never won a title, Kournikova. But
She was competitive.
But she did number one in the world in doubles with Hingis.
Oh, Martina
Hingis. So they actually won some titles and were number one for a while.
Okay.
So there you go. That's a little bit of tennis news for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's go for your tips. Mate,
very quickly, mate. Look, we're just going to go straight into this with no science or anything like that. But Caulfield, race 1, horse 5, Silence.
Silence!
Oh, sorry. I went to sleep. Silence. Sorry.
Silence!
$3 win. Race 3, horse 1, I Am a Star.
Well, that's what he reckons.
$4.80. Race 7, horse 1, Ring that bell. Ring a ding ding.
on
We're
the
going
bell.
to be put $5 they've got on him at the moment, like him. Race 8, horse 4, Commentari. I think you pronounce that at 340. They're all a little bit low, all good horses. Quickly over to Canterbury. Race 3, horse 5, single Bullet, 390. Race 6,
Passion.
2, Cool Passion. They've got $6 on him. I like him.
Yep.
Race 7, horse 1. And we've won on this horse, Jeff, and that is a session.
Beautiful
And
work.
the great Huey Bowman, I don't know who's riding what, but Bowman will be on a session. He will win. And that will be our bet.
And he will have jiggers on.
No, Huey,
No, he won't have jiggers on.
Huey is, he's just
All
a
right.
jockey, mate.
I know. He's your fave.
He talks
All right.
and he's a horse whisperer.
Glenn, this is the number 11. We've finally got a female to come on, and obviously Liz knows a little bit about cricket because she pulled a name
Yes.
out that I hadn't even heard of.
No?
No.
Is this cricket or football?
Cricket.
Cricket.
Did I say football? Cricket.
Cricket. No, he said cricket.
I thought I did. So, Liz, number 11, the last spot in the World 11
Sorry,
cruise.
we're still on the truth.
Yeah, this is
Sorry,
it,
mate, I thought
cricket.
we were talking about...
No.
Someone else.
She's pulled out a player that I'd never heard of. I don't know if you had heard of either.
Smokey.
Absolute smoky, and then we did some homework on it. And Liz, you are a true champion. Have a listen to this.
Back at the Frothies, we've got the lovely Liz here, and we're just trying to find our last bowler of all time, and Liz has come in with...
Absolutely, Sid Barnes.
There you go.
Oh, one of the best
Sid
ever.
Barnes.
Best ever.
A little bit older than me and Liz.
Yes.
In fact, he's a lot older than nearly everyone on this
How many
list here, I
tests has
think.
he played then?
Well, he's played, he's got an average of 16.43.
Holy
That's what I
guacamole.
thought.
There you go, and this is why Liz has picked it. 27 tests.
Wow. How many wickets?
That's
27
719 first class wickets.
That's huge. That's more than Warren, isn't it?
And rated the greatest bowler in front of, the likes
greatest.
of Vaughan,
The
you
great
know,
Sid Barnes.
Ambrose.
Sid Barnes.
He's the man.
Sid
Nice
Barnes.
call, Liz.
I
Nice
think
call.
I think that deserves
I just
a
plucked
top
him. He's
mention.
the man.
That is
That's
well
it.
done.
Well
The team's full, Glenn.
Team's done. We're
The
done.
team is full.
Brilliant.
Thank God it's
Go
been hard
Sid.
work.
We'll reveal the rest of the team
Well
next
done,
week.
Liz.
Jeez, well
Sid
done,
Barnes.
Sid Barnes.
Sid.
Well done to Sid. God
Sid.
rest you.
Yeah, you go,
I know
Sid.
you've been gone a long
All right.
time, Sid.
Sid Barnes.
Well, it's not. He's not the lead singer, is he?
It's not Jimmy.
Oh, it's not Jimmy. Oh,
Not
sorry,
Jimmy
no.
Barnes.
Well,
Sid Barnes.
Sid Barnes. Well, what we did our homework.
Woo!
She mentioned it, but and we did.
I'll put some stats up on the show.
Yeah, well, that's right. And from that, we've learned
He's the best.
he's the best.
He's one of the best
Him,
bowlers
him,
ever.
him and he's right there with Bradmans and all that.
Well,
As far as
he
bowling,
took more wickets than Shane Warne.
well, there you go, Sid Barnes. But he was born. God knows what year was that?
I don't know.
1920,
How about
1930,
when we get
1940, I don't
when we
know.
get Ken on the show in the next couple of
Well,
weeks, hopefully.
we asked
Let's
him.
ask him about Sid
Sid
Barnes.
Barnes. He'll know. There's no good us saying anything about him. We'll let him talk about Sid Barnes.
So if you're watching
He'll
Ken, do
cover
some
it.
homework because we're coming at you with Sid Barnes.
Ken won't have to.
No, I know.
He'll
He just
reel that
knows
off.
everyone. It's
Everything is
incredible.
all up here.
Incredible.
72 books or 75 books.
75.
105 books. I don't know. He's just a star.
Absolutely amazing. That's all we got.
That's all we got, mate. Well, look, thanks again to Al for doing a lot of the shots on the ship as well. And look, we're just looking forward to a great year. So keep tuning in, and we'll talk next week.
If all goes well, mate, live next week.
Yeah, look forward to that.
Probably about 6 o'clock. By that time, we'll have a couple of beers and we'll be at each other. So
Have a great weekend.
subscribe
Okay, see
and
you
like.
later.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
See ya.
Bye. Friday Frothy number 2, day 2, Glenny. Challenge, giant Jenga.
Jenga, here we go.
Here we go, mate. It's your turn. Jenga Frothy. It's got a lot of weight on that corner. Hey!